The two highest scoring offenses in the Appy League met at Bowen Field. Bluefield and Pulaski opening a two-game series. Let's get right to the highlights. We'd be scoreless until the fifth, of course, with the two highest scoring offenses. When the Ridge Runners strike first, Chaz Grossington does his job with the productive out, getting in Michael Lucarelli from third. In the sixth, Pulaski strikes back. Austin Jaslov knocks it into right. It's going to tie the game up. Next batter for Pulaski is Alex Altman. And Altman will line one to the wall in left. That's going to bring in Jaslov. And the River Turtles have the lead. We stay in that sixth inning. Kevin Jones up now for the River Turtles. And he's going to chop one back up the middle. The ball sneaks into center, and that's going to give the River Turtles a 3-1 advantage. In the bottom of that frame, Bluefield will battle back. Joe Stanzioni chops one to third. The third baseman can't handle it. Two Ridge Runners come in to score, and we've got a brand new ball game. It's 3-3. Pulaski would be back in front 4-3 in the seventh when Alexander Wright launches one off the wall in left. That's going to bring in Grossington off the RBI double. We're square again. It's 4-4. The next batter is Jaden Brown, and he hits it into right center. Two more runs come in for the Ridge Runners, and Bluefield goes up 6-4. The Ridge Runners go on to win 7-4. Bluefield is now 6-2 on the year.